Hello everyone, in this video I'd like to demonstrate the extraordinary architectural features of the Yeshivat Har Etzion Building. Now, in order to understand why the Yeshiva building was fashioned so unique in its architectural features, we have to look into a little history. So here's some history for you. The Yeshivat Har Etzion Building was built after the 1967 war, when Israel looked to build more settlements in the area slightly south of Jerusalem, in the area that came to be known as Gush Etzion. They were empty hilltops, devoid of settlement. Though once settlements began to be built, there was a decision to build a settlement around the yeshiva building, as the yeshiva represented the core of Judaism, a place to study Judaic texts in order to advance the Jewish religion. As you can see, a community was formed, with the yeshiva at its center. Now, to begin to understand the unique structure of the building, we have to realize the significance that goes behind the structure of the building. The yeshiva building was designed by Ridi Donsky, an Israeli architect, and it wasn't completed until the year 1977. It only began its building phase following the Six-Day War in 1967. The yeshiva was designed to be unlike any of its past predecessors, like that of the Yeshiva of Volozhin in Europe. This yeshiva was designed to be unique and monumental and revolutionary in its design, similar to the building that would become the CLA building in New Mexico, as this building had unique features where it came to a point and was very much made of geometric shapes. The Yeshivat Har Etzion building was designed to be a masterpiece, as it was supposed to replace all those former yeshivas in Europe, as now that the Jews had a homeland for themselves, they looked to replenish it and make it plentiful, with beautiful yeshivas complete with gardens and nice walking areas. As you can see here, the yeshiva building is built out of steel frame, followed by a cement overlay, which is overlaid over the steel structure, creating that shape that is so distinct of the Yeshivat Har Etzion building. You can see in this picture just how devoid the landscape was when the yeshiva building was being built. It was really a center for which a settlement could be built around. As well, many windows were installed into the white cement, as now the outside world could look in and see the magnificence of the inside structure, and most importantly, the students could look out and see how they could contribute back to the world after their Judaic study. Now let's try to understand the unique structure of the Yeshivat Har Etzion building, as it had much more significance than just that. The building was built in the shape of an eagle, as you can see here with its wings spread, as the yeshiva was meant to represent an institution that would soar above any of its predecessors, as it would revolutionize the world of Judaic study. As you can see, the yeshiva is built of geometric shapes coming together to form a point, with rectilinear lines designed in a futuristic fashion. In order to get an understanding of the inside of the building, we'll have to take a look from above. So here from above we can recognize the skylights from the Yeshivat Har Etzion building. We can recognize from the outside of the structure. As well, from this fisheye lens we can see all the rows of students sitting together, all facing together towards that sloped roof with the arc at the center. Now, in order to get a better idea of how the structure comes to be, we'll have to take a look at a 3D rendering of the building itself. Over here we can see the main study hall is in the area right over there in the back, as it sloped towards that arc that we had seen in the previous slide. Now we'll take a more zoomed in look at that image on the left, as we will see what it looks like from the inside from the ground level. This is one of the views of a student in the Yeshivat Har Etzion building, looking towards the arc with all their books of study surrounded around them, and both sides filled with windows as light pours in from the skylights towards the central point of the arc. Now here, in order to get a full picture of what the inside of the structure actually looks like, we'll examine a couple of its areas. Over here we see the main structure as it fits into the building, with the roof sloped downwards. It fits right into that area. As well, we see the entryway into the building, where a staircase will lead right up into that main area. We'll take a deeper look into that, but here's the elevation sketch for now. Now on the left over here we'll see that bird's eye view once again. And in order to understand what it looks like when we first enter into the building, on the right we can see an image of someone coming up the stairs and being blinded by that light as everything is pouring into the windows, through the skylights, and all the center attention is focused on that center of the arc. This will give a little bit of an analysis of how we can view how the yeshiva building has entirely changed the landscape, as all the buildings formed around it to form this unique structure in the midst of these hilly areas. Now, as a student in Yeshivat Har Etzion, I really came to appreciate the unique structure and the magnificence of the building itself. I hope you enjoyed, and there you can see me on top of the building itself enjoying everything. I hope you enjoyed as well. Have a good one.